Well, we got a huge update on various PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 titles. Scarlet Nexus has finally gotten a release date, and man, is June looking to be one of the most stacked months of game releases in a long time. We'll talk all about that. Necromunda Hired Gun is a brand new Warhammer first-person shooter. We'll talk all about that as well. Medieval open-world action title coming to the PS5, and Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy bundle is available right now. More on that in a little bit, but first of all, super excited about this. Scarlet Nexus is dropping June 25th, and how about this? An anime is going to be airing this summer. Kind of interesting that they're all inning on Scarlet Nexus even before it comes out, but hey, more power to them. This is a JRPG that I am super excited for, liking what I am seeing out of it, and a June 25th release, man, oh man, you look at June, and if you've had any issues, or if you've thought that game releases were a little bit dry, for a long time now, well, June is just gonna smack you in the face and wake you up, because we got Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, we got Ratchet & Clank A Rift Apart, we got Ninja Gaiden The Collection, we got Scarlet Nexus now, and I'm probably forgetting a bunch of games too, but nevertheless, very excited for things to finally pick back up, and this is a game that I've been very much looking forward to. It's interesting that Bandai Namco revealed Scarlet Nexus after Tales of Arise, but we've been getting the Scarlet Nexus updates pretty regularly, while Tales of Arise has been kind of pushed to the side, and they're continuing to work on that. Who knows if that's going to be a 2021 title, but at least Bandai Namco is putting out a big budget JRPG relatively soon. And again, Sunrise will be producing a Scarlet Nexus anime series set to air this summer. You know, you can have whatever opinion you want on that. I know that's not going to be something everybody gets super excited for, but nevertheless, if you don't know about Scarlet Nexus, here is the overview from Bandai Namco. In the far distant future, a psionic hormone was discovered in the human brain, granting people extrasensory power and changed the world as we knew it. As humanity entered this new era, endangered mutants known as Others began to descend from the sky with a hunger for human brains. Highly resistant to conventional attack methods, extreme measures needed to be taken to battle the overwhelming threat and preserve humanity. Those with acute extrasensory abilities known as psionics were our only chance to fight the onslaught from above. Since then, psionics have been scouted for their talents and recruited to the Other Suppression Force, humanity's last line of defense. Featuring a dual story, begin your adventure with either Yuito Sumeragi, an energetic recruit from a prestigious political family, or Kasane Randall, the mysterious scout whose power and skill has gained great notoriety among the OSF. As their different experiences interweave each other, it is only then that you will reveal the full story and unlock all the mysteries of a brain-punk future caught between technology and psychic abilities in Scarlet Nexus. I don't know what the hell a brain punk is, but I'm excited for Scarlet Nexus, and to know that it's out this soon. I wasn't expecting a June release, maybe like August, September, but June, I'm all in. Let's go. Another JRPG that you can play very, very soon. Okay, next up we have a Necromunda Hired Gun. This has been announced for PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. A Warhammer 40k first-person shooter, and this is also out June 1st, so yeah, there's another game that's being added to June. But game is looking pretty sharp as a first-person shooter. It is a cross-gen title, which is kind of to be expected, but visuals looking super flashy, and I think this is going to be a game that, if it delivers, it's going to be something that, you know, it's ahead of the June wave of big releases. So if it comes out and it's a relatively good first-person shooter, I do see it having a lot of attention. Looks fast-paced, looks high-octane, something right up my alley in terms of gameplay. Super, super excited for this, and I'm not like a big Warhammer buff or anything like that. The game's description notes Necromunda Hired Gun is a fast-paced and brutal first-person shooter, giving you endless options on how to engage your enemies, wall run, double jump, use your wrist-mounted grappling hook to rush towards, disarm, or avoid enemies, and that's before your upgrades. It's also noted that the game is developed by the passionate indie team of Warhammer 40k fanatics at Steramon Studio, makers of Space Hulk Deathwing, which was also a pretty fast-paced first-person shooter. Necromunda Hired Gun brings bombastic, fast-paced, and lovingly crafted shooting to players everywhere later this year. Pre-order now with a special discount and receive the exclusive Hunter's Bounty Pack, which gives a new look for your knife, revolver outfit, and Dog's Chew toy. Probably do a more in-depth video on this just because it's a game that I think is going to be right up the alley of a a lot of people, a fast-paced first-person shooter like this. I mean, everybody was all over Doom Eternal last year. Not saying it's going to be Doom Eternal caliber, but something that I think everybody is going to have some vested interest into as we get closer into its release. Okay, moving on from that, we have the medieval open-world action game in Rustler. That's coming to PS5, Xbox Series, PS4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch in 2021. Inspired by classic Grand Theft Auto gameplay as well. This is one that I've known about for a little bit. And yeah, it doesn't have the best visuals in the world, but it definitely has that Grand Theft Auto style of gameplay, the classic Grand Theft Auto style of gameplay when you look at the GTA games on the PS1. The game's About section notes Grand Theft Horse, win the kingdom or tear it down, complete the insane quest, kill heroes, steal horses, fight guards, rob peasants, and become the ultimate medieval thug in an old-school open-world action game full of pop culture references. Classic Grand Theft Auto gameplay gets a medieval makeover. The Great Tournament is offering the Hand of the Princess as a prize. Go from local brigand to champion or don't. Guy, that's you, and his friend, conventionally named Buddy, are out to win the prize with holy hand grenades, pimped out horses, and their own personal minstrels in tow. It's madness and mayhem with true comedic flair. Yeah, this is obviously a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, but hey, when one of your key features is Grand Theft Horse, I think, yeah, they're going into it with that expectation. The game is being released at a $29.99 price point. It first launched in early access on PC. Mostly positive reception over there, 165 user reviews, 73% positive. So we'll see how that ultimately turns out. Hopefully it gets better within its early access period, and then we will see a full release sometime in 2021. Lastly, I do want to note that this came kind of out of nowhere. Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy Bundle is now available for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and it is $49.99. It includes all 3 Tomb Raider Origin games. That includes Tomb Raider 2013, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It is on sale at a 60% off launch discount price of $19.99 until April 2nd, so at $19.99 it's really good. $50 is an absolute ripoff and you shouldn't buy it, but at $19.99 that is quite good given that you get the game's DLC and everything like that. Now bear in mind, Tomb Raider 1 goes for like $3, Rise of the Tomb Raider is like $6, and then yeah, SOTR on sale, you're gonna be paying $13 to $15 for that definitive edition, so the price point is actually very, very, on point, but if you do want a slight discount, you get it that way. These games are tremendous. I know it gets a lot of comparisons to Uncharted, but Tomb Raider was around before Uncharted, so I don't even know why that comparison is being made, and honestly, Rise of the Tomb Raider, I put it up there with the best Uncharted game. Like, I loved ROTR, and I thought it was fantastic. SOTR is great as well. Story's a little bit lacking, and Tomb Raider 2013 is fantastic as well. I would say that Tomb Raider 2013 is definitely better than Uncharted 1. I mean, if you want to make the debate it's not as good as Uncharted 2, I mean, yeah, we can have that debate. But why even compare the two? They're both great franchises, and if you haven't checked out Tomb Raider, you definitely should. Great games, and SOTR was a PS Plus game pretty recently, so snag that, or play it if you haven't. So that's gonna wrap up this one. Again, a lot of exciting information. Scarlet Nexus dropping June 25th. Necromunda Hired Gun, an FPS that I think nobody saw coming. It looks great. Medieval open world game in Rustler, and Tomb Raider Definitive Survival Trilogy Bundle is available right now. That's gonna wrap up this one. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.